Welcome to Rewind, the podcast.
What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rewind the Podcast.
Awesome. Oh, wow. Like, totally freaked me out. I mean, right on. Rewind sure is number one.
I transferred from Los Angeles. Your school has no gymnastics teams. It's last resort. So I am Raven.
And I am Blake.
And today we're going to take a trip. We're going to rewind.
We're going to...
And take a trip down memory lane back to our favorite teen movies from when we was teens.
I keep doing the rewind sound because we watched the majority of these on VHSs.
Oh, I love that. Not the sign language.
I don't know. This is just bad.
Okay.
I was like, VHS. I couldn't do it.
But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about teen movies from our teenage years. But we're going to do it a little bit different.
We are. We're going to have a little fun with it. You know, we never do anything normal around here because that's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the movies that we picked, that like our favorites, that defined us, that we loved. But we're going to reimagine them
with a twist,
with an all new cast.
Yes. What were some teen movies that you absolutely loved and got down on that when you were a teenager? Comment below.
For sure.
Literally. Or add us, tweet us. You know, is this on TikTok? Who knows? But comment below because I guarantee you right now, the way we're playing this game, we might miss your favorite movie.
100%.
And so, I mean, you may have grown up in the 50s and been like, I loved Grease. I don't know why they're English.
I was what?
That also came out in the 70s. Or you may have grown up
Grease.
just now and you've been like, I love The Fault in Our Stars, which, you know. So.
Oh my gosh, mine right now is The QB and Me.
You're still on that?
No.
Is it like your comfort movie?
It is. I've only seen it once. But it's so cute.
I saw a thing recently. Our friend of the pod, Frederico, hello, he posted a thing on Instagram.
I saw that.
And I was like, oh, that's so hard. I want to do it.
I screenshotted it because I could go back and watch those.
I know. I was like, because like there's some that before we even just get started, I've never seen. Sleepover. I never got to see Sleepover. But like I saw, but this isn't like a teen.
We just watched that. Who was I with?
That you watched Sleepover?
Yeah, I think it was me and Anthony.
Maybe.
We just watched
probably
it.
Had a sleepover.
We probably did and watched it. If Gabe is ever available from hang out with his other friends, we should have a movie night.
Yeah, I think so. We should watch like some of those. Did you ever watch Clock Stoppers? That's not really a teen movie. Clock Stoppers is lit. Agent Cody Banks. These aren't teen movies.
No, at all.
When you think of a teen movie,
10
like
Things I Hate About You.
Yeah. Not another teen movie.
Not another teen movie. Bring It On.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What a Girl Wants.
Amanda Bynes was getting paid.
100%. The one with the girl who got up on the table and danced.
Coyote Ugly?
No, bitch.
Got up on the table and danced.
I want to not Julia Stiles. The one with she.
Oh, Save the Last Dance.
No. Yes. But
The Prince and Me.
No. It's with Heath Ledger.
Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Did I already say that?
Yeah, I hate the way you make me cry.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No.
You know what I was thinking? When I said 10 Things I Hate About You, I was thinking How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Oh, Drew Barrymore, Never Been Kissed.
Never Been Kissed.
Would
That's
you
a
think
good
that's
one.
like a teen movie?
Yeah, that's definitely a teen movie.
Now, this one's controversial because it came out as kids, but it still tracks to this day, that movie right behind you, The Princess Diaries.
Oh, 100%.
I think that's a good teen movie.
I think that's a great teen movie.
I love it. That movie still tracks. I can quote it almost to the word.
Yeah, it's so good.
So now I will ask you this. There's some movies under there that if you have these, I will literally give you $10 for each movie. Mm-hmm. Summer Catch.
I've never seen that a day in my life.
The one about baseball, Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard was holding it down. She's All That.
She's All That.
And the Addison Rae version, He's All That.
She's All That's a good one. I've seen that one.
Okay.
What's the one where... Never mind.
Was it You Got Served?
No.
Did you watch... do you consider Step Up a teen movie? Like any of those dance movies?
Center Stage. I consider a teen movie. It's very good.
What about... Okay, now this is maybe for a teen movie for like the gay camp with Anna Kendrick.
I love that movie. I rented it from Blockbuster.
Now, I didn't see it until I was an adult.
Oh,
but
no,
that movie
I saw it
fierce.
as a kid.
That
it
movie's
was
fierce.
so good. That's so funny that you brought that up.
I just think, like, as you grow up, because, okay, now we've talked about this too, even way back in the day when we said, like, black people famous or white people. Do you think there was, like, as a black person, like, this was the teen movie?
As a black?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Because, like, as a gay, I feel like it was a rite of passage for everyone to fall in love with the Cinderella story, even though that was a wide one.
I can't. I mean,
maybe today it would be like.
I was gonna say you got anything with like B2K, like you got served was a big one. Drumline, roll bounce, like those.
The one with Christina Milian and Nick Cannon, where they roller skate.
Love Don't Cost a Thing. Those I would consider those.
Okay, I feel like
I saw all of them.
As a closeted gay, I don't know, like maybe something like a Cinderella story. Like I said, today it could be like Love, Simon.
Heartstopper, is that a show?
That's a show from today. Shut up. You suddenly know what it is. Gabe, what would you think? Like growing up gay.
Mine was Awakening was not another teen movie with Chris Evans when he was naked.
The whipped cream.
And the banana split.
Another one.
The amount of times I jacked off to that.
Okay. Another one, American Pie. Like those like stupid movies.
Yes.
Euro Trip,
Road Trip. Yeah, there was two.
Yeah, there were.
What was I gonna say? The Mask.
With Jim Carrey? I don't think that was a teen movie.
I was just watching it.
I watched it as like a kid.
Yeah,
we were
like,
little.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. Okay, well then let's get to the game. We talked about all these movies, and now I'm gonna probably be like, oh well, I maybe should have included these. So let's start the game. Okay, explain the game to the children.
So what we're gonna do is we picked our top 3 teen movies, but we did it with a twist, and we reimagined it with a different cast of people from like today, like more current.
Today, yeah.
So
me and Raven are now casting directors, and we're looking for stars.
And we don't know what each other picked or who, so we could very well have the same movies or the same people. So we're gonna see. So I want you to start us off.
Now, when she says top 3, this is like our top 3. Like, if there's a fire, I'm grabbing these blue rings.
Correct.
Okay, so sounds good. So my number 3 in that case, it was a gay awakening for me, like Gabe said, with 2 of these men in here. Well, 3 actually. Well, actually a lot.
Just tell us what it is.
Bring it on.
Oh my God.
Bring it on with Torrance and Missy. Missy's the poo. So take a big whiff.
Yeah.
That movie was so fierce. Now, if you've never seen it, go.
Watch that movie on repeat. I remember going to the theater to see it.
Oh, see, I didn't get to. I don't know if we saw it in the
theater. My mom
theater.
took me.
My mom. So my mom was very like, you can't watch this, and this. So we would either go to my dad's for the weekend, and he didn't care what we did, or we would hang out with one of her single mom friends, Ree, and. Ree, I love you so much. You're like a second mom to me, but she kind of let Ashley do whatever she wanted. So we would rent
best friend.
It was like we would rent stuff that we probably shouldn't have been watching.
Yeah.
That's why I learned about Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. So we watched Bring It On. I remember at her house, and I was like, "What is this movie? It is so funny." There was like humor.
Yeah,
it was.
What's
fun.
your favorite part?
I would probably say. One of my favorite lines of that whole movie is when she goes, "All right, get out of the car. I'm going to kick your ass." And she goes, "Oh, really?" And she's like, "No." That's how our production meetings go, by the way. I'm like, "Raven, I don't want to do that. I'm going to kick your ass." And she's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Okay."
Mine is, "Please let me beat these buffies down." And she's like, "We won't. We have class."
You've been touched by an
angel girl.
Also, gosh. I think my favorite part of that movie is where they have to embarrass, like the secondhand embarrassment when they do prepare for total domination. Domination. If you are living under a rock, this movie is about rival cheerleaders.
This movie is about cultural appropriation.
Speak on it.
That is what Bring It On is about. It is about
You're going for the universal theme.
Yes, bitch. It's about 2 high school cheer teams, and one is predominantly black and one is predominantly white. And you find out that one team has been stealing cheers from the other team for years and years and years.
Unbeknownst to the new team captain.
Exactly. And winning nationals. And this particular year,
Gabrielle
the Clovers they had it together, and they said, "We going to nationals with our own cheers, ho." And it was good.
And
Gabrielle Union looked the exact same in the year of our Lord 2025.
They could literally do a Bring It On reboot, and she could redo her role.
It is unreal how she has the exact same face.
Literally.
Unreal.
Do you think she knows that?
Yeah.
Like, because, people are like, oh, no, I see the time I'm on. Do you think she's in the mirror and she's like, damn.
I look good.
Yes.
No, 100%.
Yes.
That's
her husband, Dwayne Wade?
Mm-hmm.
He better know.
He better know. And if he don't know, he better ask somebody.
Okay, so this cast is very fierce. Kirsten Dunst was turning that movie out.
Yeah.
She was the epitome of, or the embodiment of just a little classic white girl cheerleader. Big Red, all these people. So I didn't cast the whole movie because you would have gotten annoyed.
Right.
So my pick for Torrance, if we are redoing it with today's people.
I'm strong and I'm loud.
Yes. I picked our girl, Sabrina Carpenter.
That's a good one, Blake.
I think so. I think she's bubbly. I think she's
Blake,
fun.
That's a really good one.
I think she's
that's
fun.
a really good one.
Thank you so much. Gas me up.
Okay.
Now, this one you may be like, huh, because I don't know if she's ever acted before.
Okay.
But she has. Okay, Gabe said she has. But I would love to see her in this role. For Missy, the bad girl. The poo. Take a big whiff. I casted Billie Eilish. I'm doing a lot of musicians as singers. See, I didn't know if you were going to think that. But one, she's already got the bad girl thing down. It would be so interesting. Now, granted, we're doing today times. Remember, so like you're going to have more like Gen Z. It was like when they did Mean Girls.
Okay, this is why. How old is Billie Eilish before I say this? She in her 20s, right?
23.
Oh,
She's a little too young still for what I'm about to say.
okay.
This is the difference. Why I'm having a hard time.
Okay.
I'm low-key attracted to Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she gives this like androgynous, sexy vibe that it's hard to see her.
But do you feel like the girl who played Missy?
See, I wasn't attracted to her in the same way.
Oh, see, I thought she was such a badass.
She was a badass, but it was very, and granted, Billie, I'm sure, is a very talented actor. I could play any role.
Oh, yeah.
But it was very, very, very hyper feminine, I felt.
I will say, like, she was a badass, but yeah, when she put her hair in a pony and she had the cheer outfit, it was still like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think Billie could do that too with them titties. She got them titties on.
Well, I mean, one of the reasons she said she wears the big clothes is because people Google her body.
Yeah, she's a
So
great
if
body.
we put her in a cheer outfit, I wonder what she would look like.
Yeah.
And I just wonder too, like against Sabrina Carpenter, the only other person
that
I
would
would
be
consider
fun. That would be fun.
besides her, but I feel like this is so like this is every movie is Jenna Ortega.
Oh yeah.
Because she's a little more like dark, but in the suit she might be like sexy.
I get that.
So I wanted to go away from that, and I just feel like Billie could be funny.
Yeah, I agree.
And maybe instead of gymnastics, she was like on the singing team or something.
Not the singing team.
I don't know, choir.
Glee Club.
Okay, so let me just say this about bringing on the brother to me.
He was so hot.
Was so hot. A sexual awakening, minus the two gay cheerleaders.
Yeah, the gay cheerleaders were the hottest people in the whole movie.
What were their names? Like Jan and Tan or something like that? But Jesse, I thought he was great when he is playing the guitar and she like looks at him and he goes,
"You're just
I was like,
what I need. You're just what I need. Not everything is as it
Torrance, feed you bonbons or whatever it
I
says.
love your cheerleading squad.
I love you pom poms. Yeah,
and
that's
I'll
what it is.
feed you bonbons all night."
So this one might be. I don't know if you'll know this person. I
How
said
do you know him?
Kit Connor.
I know who that is. He and this.
Which one?
He's not Billy.
He's not Billy. It's this one right here.
Yeah.
The one who's very strong
Yeah.
and muscular, holding Billy on his back.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yes, the top.
Yeah.
So Kit Connor, obviously, in the first couple of seasons of Heartstopper, he's very like, I don't want to say scrawny. He just looks like a 10th grader.
Mm-hmm.
He's recently been doing some movies where he's like in a war and things like that.
Not
So
war.
he is jacked and ready to go, but he still looks young. And
Yeah.
he's also on,
cute.
as of recording this podcast, he was on Broadway doing Romeo and Juliet with Rachel Zegler.
Oh.
And there's a scene where he has to pull himself up.
You
and
better
kiss
go
her,
on, muscle.
and he hangs there for like 30 seconds, and he is so cute, so
He's
hot.
so cute.
And I think he would be the perfect love interest for Sabrina Carpenter.
Love that. I'm
So-
obsessed.
Now I got to cast the black people.
Okay.
So her name was Isis in
Yeah.
the movie, which is interesting. I know. We're going to move past it. But I think the perfect person who could play that role now, and she's a little older, I think, but Chloe Bailey.
Okay.
I think Halle Bailey is, I think she was great.
Chloe's a good one.
I think she's got like that natural, like,
She's too. Wait, you picked Chloe.
I picked Chloe.
Okay.
I think Halle is like, her facial comes off like a little more like sweet, and I think Chloe comes off like a little more hard, if you will.
bad bitch.
And I feel like she would be like, don't steal our cheers. And
Oh,
Sabrina would be
yeah.
like, okay.
No, that's cute. I like that.
But I think that's as far as I'll go.
I love
But I think
that.
that would be fun.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Now, if we had to cast like Courtney, Big Red, all this stuff,
Yeah.
it would
We'd
be,
be
Big Red
here.
would be chaperone.
Oh, 100%.
She would be, girl, what is it? Girl, red hair, camcorder permanently attached to her hand. That would so be her. Okay.
That was good, Blake.
Thank you so much. What about you? Okay, what is your number 3?
Oh,
No. I'll end it with this. With my casting, would you see that movie?
Yes.
Okay, work.
100%.
Okay.
100%. I'm gonna start with a classic.
Okay.
You've pointed it out already. They're on the wall.
Really?
I picked The Princess
Diaries. Oh my God. That is like one of my, I can't believe it. Okay, I'm ready to hear this.
Are you surprised?
I'm so surprised.
I love The Princess Diaries.
I thought you would say something like Never Been Kissed or like How to Lose It. Like something that was probably like as a kid you were like, oh yeah.
No, I went Princess Diaries.
Oh,
okay,
shoot.
let's talk about what I love about Princess Diaries.
Okay, let's talk about it.
One, I wish that happened to me.
You found out you were a princess?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
That is literally
I would
my
love to be a princess.
dream of life is to wake up and someone be like, you actually own this whole state.
This whole state.
And I'd say,
I think the way things are going right now, you'd want to get out of here. You'd want to go
to Tennessee, no shade.
You'd want to go to Genovia.
100%. I wish I had a place to escape to. I wish that wouldn't that be so nice? And just like castles and tiaras and limos. Like I am built for this life.
You know what? Before you even give your list, Princess Diaries, you find out you're the princess of like an African country.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm your love interest.
No.
You don't want somebody gay?
No, I want somebody fine.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Rewind the Podcast.
If I pick about love injuries, it's going to be Winston Duke.
Winston. Okay. He's a little too old for a teenage love interest, but okay.
I'm not a teenager.
You're in my eyes.
I'm in my 30s.
Your youth is beautiful. I was going to say in my eyes you are, but I just called myself your love interest, and that gets weird, so we're just going to move on.
Yeah. So, Eric Von Ditten, I was obsessed with him. He was in another one of my favorite movies, Brink.
Skate better.
We had Mandy Moore.
She turned the party.
I also love any movie that has like a singing moment, and when they're on the beach and it's stupid Cupid, you're a real mean guy.
Do.
I like to clip your wings so you can fly.
Stupid Cupid.
And it's a crying shame. Stupid Cupid, you're the one to blame.
Stupid Cupid.
Hey, set me free. Stupid Cupid, stop it on me.
Stupid Cupid. And my favorite part when they're getting off the boat and he's like, I thought you would be scared other girls are. And she's like, no, I wasn't scared. I loved that.
It was so funny. And like the foot popping kiss. Like,
yes.
It was just so wholesome and sweet. And it introduced us to the wonderful, fabulous Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. She's been in our lives ever since. God said we all need a blessing. 9/11
Yes.
just is about to happen.
Literally.
So, this came out a month before that.
Really?
God said y'all are about to go through something. Here's Anne Hathaway.
Literally.
I want to ask this. Is your princess black?
Yes.
Work! Okay, I want to hear it.
Okay. So, I started with Clarice.
Oh, Julie Andrews.
Mm-hmm. Julie Andrews. And
I already know who it is.
Guess.
Cheryl Lee Ralph. Cheryl Lee Ralph. It's Cheryl Lee Ralph. I knew it from the second you were going to say
100%.
it. Which is, she could do it because Julie Andrews is a hard recast.
Exactly. But she's so sophisticated. When I think of like who I would want my fairy godmother to be, it is Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Absolutely.
Like she is so regal and fancy and royal. And she was just the perfect fit to me.
The way she moved. Oh, yes. Even on Abbott Elementary.
Yes. She's just perfect. So for our main character of Miss Mia.
Mia
Thermopolis. I picked Storm Reed.
Storm Reed. Okay, why Storm?
Well, one, I had to pick somebody black because if that's her grandmama, she had to be black.
Well, T.
So I picked Storm. Okay, listen. I feel like she's...
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. Just look at this for my Bring It On before I said, Chloe, look who I cast. I cast Storm Reed.
Oh my gosh,
Storm Reed's getting booked in our little movies. She's
I know.
Busy.
I picked her because she has that sweet, innocent thing about her. But I also picked her because I feel like you could throw a pair of braces on her and glasses and that hair. And then she is so beautiful. So I was like, it'd be a good like switch up.
A little juxtaposition.
Of like how they did with Anne.
Yeah.
And I just love her. For Josh... For Eric Von Ditten's character.
Okay, the love interest. The hot love interest.
I picked Kit Connor.
Did you really?
I did!
Ah! And I was over here. You may not know who this is.
I picked Kit. For Lily. Okay.
Heather Matarazzo turned the party with that role.
She's a little old, but it's the same vibe. I picked Pauline Chalamet.
Okay. I can see it.
He's not
I can
with
see
it.
No,
He
no,
ain't
no.
with it. He ain't with
I
it.
can see it. No, recently, my most recent exposure to her, she's just like got married and had a baby.
Yeah.
But
I said she was too old.
No. I'm picturing her like first season of Sex Lives of College Girls, like that. Like
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was picturing.
I could see that.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
got very.
Look, if we're gonna let the Euphoria kids be in like 10
that's
period.
That's how I feel. They've been in high school since 2001.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I was a little literal for this one.
For who?
For Michael, I picked Timothée Chalamet.
Tim.
You don't like Timothée?
I think for that, well, one, there's going to be a legit brother and sister casting.
Yeah, that's
right
why
there.
I did that.
But I think, you know what? Maybe that tracks because to me, Michael was never like so cute to me.
Me either.
I think,
But there was like something so likable about him, and I think Timothée has that. And it's like it's cute enough to where you're like, I see it.
my thing is if it was Timothée Chalamet in like Call Me by Your Name. I think like I could see that version of him or like the one where he was like in maybe like Little Women. This right now where he kind of looks like he sits outside of the gas station smoking cigarettes. I don't see that.
That's not the one I'm picking.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
So
he
we on
needs
the
to go
same
back
page.
to a couple of
He
roles.
does.
Okay,
He does.
sounds
He
good.
does.
Okay.
So that is my cast for Princess.
So those are your
Diaries.
big characters.
Those are my big
Okay.
characters. So would you see?
Absolutely.
But you didn't let me finish the question.
No, because I'm excited about the movie. I would
see
love that?
that?
I would see that.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
See, this is where we're gonna have a problem. Is I love this movie, and so in my head I'm like, who would play Paolo?
Yeah, you're like, okay, who else? I'm like, we got another movie to go.
Yeah, and then the classic line of that movie, Gupta. You know who I think that would be? Also from Abbott Elementary, Janelle.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think she would be great in that.
She would be great.
And then the lady who said she's allergic to goose feathers, Quentin Brunson. I'm giving
You
everybody.
were- I
I love that movie. I
did
love
you
that
pick
movie.
it?
No, surprisingly, that's why I said I was so shocked.
Weird.
No, because like I said at the beginning when we talked about is it a teen movie? Because some people are like that's not a teen
Oh,
movie.
it for sure is a teen movie.
You know who could play Mandy Moore?
Who?
SZA.
She really could. That is such a good casting.
Yeah. Okay.
She might be a little too
Let's
old,
just keep
but-
casting your movie. I love it.
Okay, no, moving on
Okay.
along. Give me your
Moving
next
on.
one.
Okay, now this one is a teen movie, but it was towards the end of our teenhood. This came out
Okay.
when I graduated high school.
Okay.
But I still think it's a do what? Oh, so Gabe was a teenager. He'd finally graduated from his little diapers, and we were applying with the FAFSA.
Listen.
And so it is great. We saw a girl we love in her first role, and she tore it up. Easy A.
Oh, that's a good one.
Easy A. This to
I'm
this
shocked
day.
you picked that.
Oh, no. Why?
I don't know.
Let's talk about it.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. What? Does it seem a little too saucy?
No, it seems a little too. I'm surprised that was even on your radar.
Well, I think I saw it for the first time in college.
Okay.
So, but this movie's just hilarious. It had Amanda Bynes. We got introduced to, I almost said Emma Watson. Emma Stone. Emma Stone.
She was so funny in it.
Before she started tearing up the Academy world.
Can we talk about how we watched that movie before we went on a Gatlinburg trip one time, and I almost got kicked out of the cabin for going, I got a pocket, I got a pocket, I got a pocket, and they were literally like, if you sing it again, you got to get out.
You're like, first of all, you're not going to tell me what to do.
Exactly. First of all, I pay my money to be here.
Minus Gossip Girl, we got introduced to the lovely, beautiful, sexy, hot Penn Badgley.
Yeah.
Go Woodchucks! Okay, so we do that at Ranch Hands. Before we go on, we do our secret handshake, which I'm not going to show you. But then a lot of the guys, we all go, ha da 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 ha da 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 da. Do you not remember that part?
Yeah, but why do y'all do that?
Because it's funny.
Oh, okay, funny.
I love that part where he goes from the Blue Devils to the Blue Woodchucks.
Yeah.
He's just so awkward.
It's funny.
It's a good movie. That little boy, who I cannot remember his name, but he was in Cougar Town and A Cinderella Story. He was the gay kid. I'm going to take you from behind. That's not what you say to make people think you're straight. What is his name?
I don't remember that at all.
When they're having fake sex in the room, and she's
yes!
like,
Oh, yeah!
And
Yeah, I
he
remember
goes,
that.
she goes, you say something. He goes, I'm going to turn around and take you from behind. And she goes, that's not what you say.
I do remember that. That's funny.
I do think if we were in high school together and I was going to come out around that time, I think you would be a good easy A-er. Like, I think in a way that's like your personality.
It is very much so.
So, like, if someone's like, she's a whore, you're like, all right, I'll be the fake whore.
That.
And I love a gift card.
I want to hear your people.
So I'm going to start with Olive, which is Emma. So I keep wanting to say Watson.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Again, maybe controversial. I don't know.
I'm nervous.
But she's very funny. Rachel Zegler.
Is that the girl who sings?
She was in Hunger Games. Yeah.
Oh.
Now let me tell you why. She has...
People love her right now.
People either love her or they cannot stand her.
I know. I'm very indifferent. I think she's a cute girl. I think she has a beautiful voice. But I don't... It's given Vanessa Hudgens respectfully.
Really?
In that, like... I don't have a problem with you.
Okay.
But, like... How you keep getting all these jobs?
Selections. Okay. No, she can...
Respectfully. She seems like a very nice young woman.
You know, she could sing... You know how she got cast for
she sang.
Maria.
Right.
Yeah. Spielberg found her and said, you're it. You're
she can sing now.
But she can sing down. And, you know, there's that part where she has to sing Knock on Wood.
Yeah.
So she would kill that. But I've seen her in interviews, and she's very funny. Like, I think the whole Snow White thing that happened with her when she was like, Snow White doesn't need a man, and people were like, oh, here comes another feminist. Like, I think that kind of hurt her.
You know a lot about this baby.
I love Rachel Zegler. And I want to see her and Kit Connor in Romeo and Juliet, but I think it closed.
Okay.
But I think she's very funny. I think she would play the role really well. She's kind of got that tough but, like, soft exterior.
Okay.
So I think she would be a good person. Now, this next person, you're not going to know. And if you do, I'll give you $10.
Okay.
Marianne. Mm-hmm. So that's the Amanda Bynes character, right? Her name, I believe it's either Rhea or Rhea Norwood.
I love Rhea Norwood!
You do not know who Rhea Norwood is.
Rhea! That's my girl!
Who is she?
Rhea. Mm-hmm. She be in
last name
Norwood.
Girl.
And she be in, so that's Brandy's cousin.
So if
you missed my joke.
No, I know who.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Okay. She is a secondary character in Heartstopper.
I don't know that baby.
She's English, but she's like, Gabe, do you know who I'm talking about? She's the zany character.
Let me see her close up.
She's the one in Heartstopper who likes all the gay guys.
Oh, okay.
And doesn't realize they're gay.
Okay.
And then at one point, like the lesbians at the girls' school, Rhea Norwood, RHEA.
Oh yeah, I know that baby.
Yeah, she's a Broadway girly. Mm-hmm. But her classic line on Heartstopper, like I said, she likes all the gay guys and she doesn't realize they're gay, poor thing. But she's like, I'm not like homophobic. I'm like totally an ally. She would play the character really well because in Heartstopper she's zany, she's clueless, and I think like Amanda Bynes was just like such an iconic cast.
I know.
Like it's very hard, and I was like really thinking about who to cast her, but the person I wanted to cast her originally for got moved to my next movie, so we'll do that later. Todd Penn Badgley. I casted Nicholas Galanstein. Do you know who that is? I'm really going for people you don't know.
I don't know who none of these people is.
He was in the movie with Anne Hathaway. He was the rock star. He was in Red, Right, Royal Blue.
Oh, yes. I do know him. He's cute.
I think he would be good. I think him and Rachel would have good comedy, good chemistry.
I agree.
And he plays American really well.
Okay, great.
So, yeah. And I think, the gay kid.
You cast yourself?
Do what?
Oh, no.
Oh, my big starting role. No, I casted, once again, I went to the Heartstopper pool, and I casted Joe Locke.
Oh.
I think he would be a good, like, people don't think I'm straight, and I want to run away.
Yeah,
and I think him and Rachel Zegler pounding the wall together. My favorite part, he's like, oh, it smells so good. She's like, gross. Like, that movie is
it's so funny.
My favorite part, which translates to today, is when they're sitting in the prayer circle. Man. This was me in high school. I just need you to know. When she goes, I know God tells us to love the whores and the homosexuals, but it's just hard because they keep doing it. And they're like, yeah. And then she finds out her boyfriend's a whore.
Exactly.
Which is just another silhouette for the Republican Party.
I like when the little brother, when they're in the kitchen, and he's like, I'm adopted or whatever. And they're like, who told him?
Yes. What? And they go, it's a bad word. It starts with a T, 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 T. Would you see that movie?
If I'm being honest, I would not.
No.
Because I don't know who none of them babies are.
You said no. You said I've watched everything on Netflix, and I guess I'll watch.
Exactly. I definitely wouldn't pay my money.
You're not going to the movies on a Thursday.
Hell no.
Traders
but
instead.
if I was on the couch eating a burrito,
and all your shows were on hiatus.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was snowing outside, and it was day 3, and I had enough to watch.
I will say, I think of my 3 movies, that was the hardest one to recast because it's just so iconic.
So for sure.
With that being said, what is your second movie?
My next movie is literally a cult classic, iconic. We've all seen it. We all love it, and it is Mean Girls.
Yep.
Listen, like the impact of it all. Lindsay, good old Lindsay.
Oh, you mean the 2004, not the 2024 musical?
What
Besides
you think?
Renee.
I know, and it was good. It was good, but no, I'm talking about the OG
The
cast.
OG, yes, okay.
It was, like I said, a cultural phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
It's like literally, I only quote a few movies because I'm not a movie girl like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is in my regular vocabulary.
Oh, absolutely.
All the time.
But I'm like so interested to hear what you're going to say. Because those 4 girls, especially, they turned the party. Lindsay, what's her name? Not Rachel Zegler. Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams.
Lacey
Chabert, and
Amanda Seyfried. Look, I know you did not get Glinda, the Good Witch, but you turned that role out.
She really did. She's so funny.
So funny.
So I took my casting in a different direction.
Okay. Mean Boys.
And I reimagined it as an all-black cast.
Okay, work.
So we're going to start with Katie. And I chose Marsai Martin.
Okay.
I love Marsai Martin. We watched her grow up on Grownish. Mm-hmm. And she's cutesy, funny, but also a really pretty girl. Another girl who I think would do the weird to cool pipeline really well. And I just think she's a phenomenal actress.
She was the one who ended up going to ABC Family, and it was Grownish too, right?
You thinking a baby, Yara Shahidi.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
She's the little brown one. She did the movie with Issa Rae.
Yeah.
Okay. Where she's big and she's little. It's called like Big Little.
Yeah.
But I just thought she'd be the perfect
Yeah. She's got sweet, but she can go hard if she needs to.
Correct.
Because there's a part in that movie, obviously, where Katie is not doing well.
For Regina George. Okay, now come with me.
Oh God.
Come with me. It's a little out of the box. I picked Zendaya.
For the ultimate mean girl?
For the ultimate mean girl.
Okay.
Listen.
She's like everybody loves her. So
yes.
I want to hear this.
This is what I thought. Okay, so in what's that movie she on that show?
Zendaya. Euphoria.
Rue, although she's like this kind of, she is a bitch.
Is she?
She says and does stuff where you're like, bitch.
See,
Somebody should pop you in the eye. Also, she's so intimidatingly beautiful that I'm like, I want to see her in that bitchy mean girl kind of vibe. Think more Challengers Zendaya than the Zendaya that we know and love.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
So that is Aaron Samuel's going to be Tom Holland.
I didn't do any of the boys. Who cares about them?
Boys?
No.
I was thinking the love interest.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Okay.
I can think about it in a minute. For Karen, you picked one sister, I picked the other one.
Okay, Hallie.
Yeah, Bailey.
Okay. For Karen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then for Gretchen,
that's so interesting. I whoever you're about to say for Gretchen, I almost see her more as a Gretchen.
You know what? That could be a good. You could switch that
because Hallie is not. Well, obviously we know she's not dumb, and neither is Amanda Seyfried.
I would say
but just like that,
I feel like she'd do it really well.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I don't remember who this baby is. Child, what's that baby name?
Gretchen.
For Gretchen, I picked Sophie Wilde.
The baby girl?
From Baby Girl.
Okay.
She's done some other stuff too. She was in Talk to Me.
Okay.
So I picked her for that.
Okay.
And then for what's the teacher's name? Tina Fey's character?
Oh yeah, not Miss Darbus. What is wrong with me today? Miss Norbert.
Miss Norberry.
Miss Norberry.
And I cast her in everything now and for always.
Tina Fey?
Yeah, who I'm picking for the character.
Oh, okay.
Miss Issa Rae.
Miss Issa Rae. Oh, she would be good.
Yeah.
My Nana takes her wig off when she's Okay, see, I really like these castings, but I'm so curious who you would make the love interest that everybody fights over.
Oh, gosh, let's see. It would be Diggy Simmons.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Reverend's son.
Oh,
he was
okay.
in Grownish too.
Yes.
He's so handsome.
See, you've got these movies with like almost like these ensemble casts. I know we're only supposed to cast the main ones, but I'm like so interested to hear like, yeah, no, he's fine. And then Janice and Damien.
Oh, that's fun.
Because like, especially if, like for an all black cast, who's gonna be like your goth? Like
Damien. I'm taking homie from the reboot.
The reboot. Oh yeah, he was so.
He
funny.
was so good. Who's gonna be my little goth girl?
I think Chapel.
It's all black people, respectfully.
That would be funny though if it was just like that one
random white
but
lady.
instead of like a goth, she's like a theater girl.
Yeah,
that would be.
That
funny.
actually would be cute. We'll let one white in.
Oh, okay.
DEI.
Yeah. Okay. DEI. Nope. Sorry, they abolished that. So, okay, I would totally see that movie.
Yeah.
I don't even have to let you ask.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh! Thank
I would
you.
see that. That would be fun. But they would.
Okay.
They would have something to say about that.
They would.
So I love
All
that.
right, now for your final one.
Final one. This is the epitome of comedy meets teen meets romance meets sports.
Wait, did we pick the same movie?
Did we?
Say it on 3.
One,
2, 3.
She's the man. She's the man. Yes. And this is why we have a podcast together.
Okay, that is my favorite movie.
Okay, so now we're coming together and we're casting it together.
That is literally my favorite. It is so funny. It's
It never gets
not
old.
funny.
Yes, it never gets old. One of my favorite lines, Violet, chew like you have a secret.
Mine is, sometimes a man just got to move on.
I see you for what you really are, which is ugly.
We're done.
When she goes, no, never mind. I just like the mom. The mom is an idiot. I love that mom from Just Friends.
Funny.
Is it me or is there more nudity than usual? Today? The one character in that movie who sometimes when I watch it, I'm like, this is a funny character, and then sometimes I'm like, they could have taken out like 2 of his scenes. The principal.
Yeah, it was too much principal.
It was too much. When he was like, that scene where she's like scratching her wig.
Yeah.
He's like, I have male pattern bald. Every single time I watch it, I'm like, that wasn't like the funniest
We
thing
didn't
in the
have to
world.
do that.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
We're definitely on the same page.
I love that. Okay, so then should we like
We have to, 100%.
First of all, that was the first time we're introduced to Channing Tatum. And
Yum.
it's so funny because he's so big now. I recently rewatched it and I was like, he was
teeny.
frail, teeny, young.
Teeny baby.
Like looked like a child.
He was so handsome.
He was. He was always cute.
Who did you cast? I only casted 4 people.
So I casted, I don't even know if I casted 4. I did Violet. I did the brother. And then I did Channing Tatum's character. I forgot what his name is.
too.
In that. And then who was your 4th?
I did Monique.
Monique.
The girlfriend.
Oh, the bitchy girl?
I think that's what I did.
Okay, and then I'll cast her.
Okay, let's start with...
Did you cast the brother too?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the brother.
Mine's
random.
Mine's random too!
I think, because when I compare it to
Wait,
Violet...
no, let's start with Violet, because then everything goes off of the main character.
Okay, sounds good. I will say, before we get to the brother, though, they're supposed to be twins.
Correct.
In your movie, are they still twins?
Correct.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Mine's random.
Okay, who'd you pick?
So for Violet, it could be controversial because her Netflix movie was either loved or hated, but I said Addison Rae. I know. Look, we're thinking Gen Z, we're thinking new, we're thinking movie. Who did you pick? I think, listen, she's coming to her own as like this pop star.
Addison Rae?
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing. When she was in She's All That?
Yeah.
He's All That?
Yeah.
Her acting was to be desired, but I think if we let her go to a camp
You
for a sec.
really being nice.
But she's good at comedy. Let's send her away for 2 weeks to the Ariana Grande School of Acting, and I want her to come back, and I think she could be funny because she is funny.
Mine gonna be better than yours.
It probably will, but what's yours?
I picked Liza Koshy. Is that her name?
Okay, Liza. Yeah.
She's
very like
exactly.
Yeah.
She does the physical comedy in a similar way that Amanda Bynes does really great physical comedy because that's what makes that character funny.
Yeah.
It's the physicalness of it.
Hey!
Yeah, like it's the dramatics of it.
Okay.
And I wanted like a real actress.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Wow. Okay. So we're fighting over these two for the role.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to hear who the brother is then.
So I had to pick someone brown because Liza is brown. And I picked Jordan Fisher.
Now that's a good cast.
Thank you very much.
Now I will say the thing that sucks is he's not in the movie a ton until the very end.
Correct.
So Jordan, well, I mean, apparently when he did Hadestown, he was hardly there anyway. So I mean, maybe he could just come.
Yeah,
and
and he's like that into All the Boys too. Like he in and out. He ain't gonna be for you long.
He said, "I'm here. I got my day rate. It's expensive, and then you got me
and I'm
gone."
out. Yeah.
So mine, like I said, I was going for like girlies and the gays in this one, I guess, because I casted Troye Sivan as the brother.
Okay.
But they don't look alike. But I mean,
yeah, no, that's cute.
They could do some hair stuff
That's
there.
cute.
Yeah, I thought that would be fun.
I like him.
Yeah.
Okay, next for Duke, I chose my boyfriend.
Max, friend of the pod. Hello.
My other boyfriend. Max is my number one. Max is my main boyfriend.
Okay.
I chose my side piece.
Side piece, Frederico.
My other side piece.
Who's actually in a movie star.
Exactly.
Okay.
I picked Noah Beck.
Oh, really?
Yes, I love him. He is so good looking.
Yeah. You know what? I will give him this. First of all, you want to go off about Addison Rae. Is he an actor besides The Quarterback and Me?
He was so good in that. And you going to put some respect on his name. Did you watch it?
No, I did not
then
watch it.
Shut up.
Okay.
Because y'all the ones who watched it, y'all know he was really good in that. You can ask our friend Anthony. Anthony was like, no, for real, he did a really good job in that. He is so good.
Anthony watches Wonka for fun.
Okay, that kind of disqualifies him a little bit. But I'm just saying, he really was good. We on movie night, we watching it.
Quarterback and Me.
It's good.
Life in the Fast Lane.
Life in the Fast Lane.
Okay. So mine, I went a little more DEI.
Oh, Jesus.
I did Taylor Perez.
Who is it?
What's his last? There's a third name in there.
Taylor's the car. Ooh.
Taylor's the car Perez.
I love him. He's so good.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of looks like Justin Baldoni to me.
Really? You think
They
so?
look alike. They favor.
You know what? I could actually very much see that. You know who he also looks like to me?
Who?
Luigi.
Ooh.
Look at him again.
Okay, I see.
The Luigi the movie.
I see it. He's good. Dang, that's hard to pick between Noah and him because I love them both.
They do the movie about Luigi. He's going to play him, and then that guy Kevin from Paul Blart Mall Cop is going to play the United Healthcare guy.
Okay, I'm glad you got that worked out.
Yeah. So if we're casting that movie, so that's who I think. I think he's very good. He's very sultry. He's very sexy. I think he would look good playing soccer.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So
that's a good one. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, and then I did not cast the Mean Girl, but I know who I would cast in it.
Who?
Sabrina Carpenter again.
Okay, I picked McKenna Grace.
She's literally in everything.
Gifted, Ghostbusters, Young Sheldon, Annabelle. She's in everything.
I still think I would do Sabrina because Sabrina already has the bangs.
I just feel like.
So let's do this. What?
Go ahead.
Let's do this. We're casting and we're down to the final two.
Okay.
So let's start with Duke.
Can I give you just an opinion?
Yeah.
If I had to see either, I would choose neither. It's giving very low budget. Out of your favorite movie, you guys, that's who you chose for your people? Okay. Not to call any shade, but...
There's a reason you produce and don't cast.
And that's the reason we should have took his camera and mic.
Yeah.
This is your guys' top pick for a movie, and you chose Noah Beck and Addison Rae.
I love Noah Beck. Why are y'all being disrespectful to him?
You have to understand, though, when it comes to today's teenagers, they are like the top of the top. Who am I going to say? Charlie D'Amelio? Now, she is in that Anne Juliet or whatever.
Yeah.
She's on Broadway.
And y'all going to put some respect on Noah Beck's name. I know that.
I'm not going to cast the guy from... Who
would you cast?
Who was in the
I know everything about everything.
No, because you know what? That guy who was in the Mean Girls musical movie did nothing. Zero chemistry with anybody.
That's true.
He's into All the Boys? No, he's in Summer I Turn
Pretty.
Does he have chemistry in that? I think the other guy does.
He does.
More.
They do.
Okay.
Him and Lola do have good chemistry.
I think Lola would be good for something, but not for this.
Yeah.
She doesn't do comedy. I don't think.
Oh,
You don't know.
You're right. Lola is
You're right.
good.
I don't know any of these people, Gabe. I'm grown.
I like Lola, but I also like the boy who plays the boy with the blue eyes, who on Summer I Turned Pretty. But he's real Christian. He's not real Christian. He even a little MAGA.
He is?
Mm-hmm. Gavin Castellanos. Castellano.
Christian.
He's a big Christian.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
it's
he
the other
loves
part.
the Lord.
It's the other part.
Yeah, I don't
Are
know.
you a
I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know
Christian
nothing.
or are you a Christian nationalist? Because those are two different things.
Exactly.
And we will say that with our whole chest.
And I don't know
here.
what Gavin is. I ain't gonna start talking about that baby because I
Okay,
don't know.
so we've got the two. Gabe is
Kicked out of the group.
Yeah, for real. Okay, Addison Rae or Lysa Koshy?
Girl.
I'm gonna go with Lysa.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, but this would make the brother Jordan Fisher, Troye Sivan, both hot singers.
I'm gonna stick with I feel like Troye Sivan's too little. Jordan's little too, but he more stocky.
He's more stocky, and I think for the character we're going for, it would be better because I'm going to fight for another character later on. So let's keep going.
Okay.
So you've got those two. Mm-hmm. So hello, you're in. Okay.
Who's next?
Duke. I'm going to go with my guy.
You know
Noah
what?
Beck. You have him in the quarterback in me.
That's true. I'm going to say for what we got going on with the Browns, I'm going with old boy.
Also, him and Liza, I think that would be
funny
chemistry because he is funny in Red, White, Royal Blue.
Yeah, I think so too.
So then we're just down to
we shouldn't even do her because
Olivia,
you don't even know her name.
Sabrina Carpenter,
or who I pick, McKenna. I think Sabrina. I think she's too big to be in this.
Especially as a side character?
Yes. That don't make sense.
I don't know. Well, your girl's in everything, too. Let's recast. Whoosh. This is the one we'll recast. Who's the bitchy girl we're going to hire? Addison Rae. We're going to move your role.
Actually, I would put Addison Rae there.
You could be that role.
I would put Addison Rae there.
Look at us casting movies right there. Now, would you see this movie?
Well, I casted it, so yes.
Yeah, we'd have to see
And quit shaking your head, no.
Yeah, for real. You like Marvel. No,
Not straight to DVD.
Straight to DVD. Temu?
Not Temu.
Excuse me, the quarterback and I is on Tubi.
Yeah.
My thing is, okay, looking at all of these movies, do you think the teen comedy, teen drama thing is a thing today?
100%.
What's a good teen movie? Besides Mean Girls the Musical.
To All the Boys I Loved Before. The Kissing Booth.
Netflix.
Cute. They're still teen movies.
Okay. All right, fine.
They're huge movies. So All the Boys I Loved Before is a trilogy and it was huge. I'll say this. From a romance perspective, I think they're the same.
This is what I think. I think teen anything is going more so the way of a TV show now. Because we've got The Summer I Turned Pretty, Riverdale. Like all these things, I think it's Euphoria, even though they're all like 36. I don't know if there's necessarily...
That is not for teens.
They say it is. I think we're getting more like episodic stuff that's meant for teenagers as opposed to like good movies. We could be wrong. Comment below.
I'd completely disagree.
Because you love the quarterback in them.
No, I'm saying I love all of those. The Kissing Booth, To All the Boys. Like I feel like there is a good, wholesome, sweet. Like it's not like American Pie and like those kind of movies, but there is still that like thing, that like teenage love stories. I feel like they do that. I think they do a good job with doing that now.
Look, well then I'm happy for them, but nothing to me personally. Nothing's touching Princess Diaries. She's the man.
Well, nothing's ever going to touch the movies of your time.
No, I totally disagree because I've seen 80s teen movies and those people think those are the greatest things ever. And some of those are stinkers.
Because they're not your time.
But
everyone always thinks theirs is the best. The same thing with music. Like, 90s hip hop was the best because when you were in that time of life.
Have you heard some of the songs today?
You're never going to compare. This is the thing. They're not making these movies. Okay. They're not making these movies for you. You a 30-some-year-old man. I'm a 30-some-year-old lady. We are not the target demographic for the teen movies.
Well, they should because we got the movie.
The ones that I enjoy for what they are. Mm-hmm. But we have passed the baton, baby. We watching geriatric movies. We watching stuff about Metamucil.
No, we're not.
Let
you
them
think you're
babies,
old.
Let them babies had their baby shows and movies.
I will say you can watch some teen movies and go back and you can be like, okay, this is Cheese McGree's. Mm-hmm. But I will say, I just feel like there was just a special sauce in ours. And it's not because I grew up watching it.
It's because your brain was not fully developed and they made it for you.
No, it is
That's
not.
why.
No, it is
With
not.
your big brain now, you ain't gonna like these movies.
No, that's not true because there's things that I'm supposed to love as an adult that I'm like, this is the most boo-boo stanky movie that I've ever seen. The Brutalist, 3 hours. Your sex scene is a hand job. Get out of here.
I've never seen that.
Oh, you don't need to. 3.5 hours long.
Crazy.
And it's like an Oppenheimer.
I don't want to be that old lady who's like, back in my day, they don't make them like they used to. Like, there's a season, there's a time. The new movies are for the kids. Our movies were for us, which is why we sat here and recasted them.
I think you're wrong.
And
what?
Who gonna whoop me? Girl, I wish you would.
You know what? With all that being said, thank you so much for watching this episode of Rewind the Podcast. If you want to watch other movies or if you want to watch teen movies, invite us over because we love a movie night. But if you want to listen to other episodes, I just got it wrong. If you want to listen to other episodes of Rewind the Podcast, you can listen on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you like music or podcasts because that's what we have right now. You can listen on those platforms. But if you want to see our beautiful faces, I jacked it up. Let's just keep going. You can watch us on the YouTubes and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and sign up for alerts because we've got stuff on there all the time that you're just going to love. And yeah, with all that being said, Raven.
I ain't know we was dropping an album for Apple Music.
Coming 2026.
But like Blake said, if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to give us 5 stars and leave a review. You can find me on all social media platforms at I am Raven Dawson.
And I am chronically online. You can find me anywhere there's a social media site at Blake Rackley. And with all that being said, we'll see you
next week.
Ta-ta.
Goodbye.